Hi, I'm Gabby. I'm the Aboriginal Hospital Liaison Officer here at Royal Melbourne Hospital, and I'm a proud Wankamara and Barkindji woman. And if you could introduce yourself, Josh.
Yeah, sure. I'm Josh. I'm one of the junior doctors, one of the interns at the Royal Melbourne Hospital. I'm Wiradjuri and Torres Strait Islander, but I grew up in Rockhampton on Durrumbal land.
So why did you want to get into medicine?
I mean, the first time being a doctor came into my mind was when I was 12, but I didn't actually decide I wanted to study medicine until I was 21. For me, I wanted to do something where you were working with and for people.
So what was your experience like studying medicine as an Aboriginal man?
Pretty positive. So I studied at the University of Sydney. There weren't many Indigenous students. I think we made up something like less than 1% of the cohort. So if population's about 3%, we're definitely underrepresented. But we were well supported and we supported each other, which I think is important because I think faculty in institutions or organisations can offer different support, but unless you've got people who you can reach out to, and in a way you've done that for me here at the Royal Melbourne, which I think you need like other peers around who can provide that support as well.
What advice would you give to young Aboriginal people who want to become a doctor?
Well, I think firstly it doesn't matter if you've sort of got sort of family who work as doctors or family who work in health. Like in every family someone was the first person to do something, and so if that's something you're interested in, don't let kind of the lack of background or contacts or whatever deter you from going into that area. And then the second thing I would say is to just consider what your strengths are or your natural talents. Like if you're someone who's got empathy, who has some of those soft skills like being able to talk to people, if you're able to sort of communicate well, and you've also got to be quite comfortable, I think, working in a team, because there's very little you can do in a hospital, as you know, on your own. There's almost nothing you can do in a hospital on your own.
It takes a village.
Yeah, you're always working with other people, whether it's in your team or with different disciplines. So that's something you've got to either be comfortable with now or be willing to learn. Like it can be hard. I think medical school can be hard. I think being a doctor can be hard. I think working in a hospital can be hard. But I think it also is, I imagine you found as well, like quite a rewarding space to work in. And I think some of the best things I've ever done have been hard things. So yeah, don't let medical school being hard or being a doctor being hard dissuade you from going down that path.
And what does Reconciliation Week mean to you?
I mean, to me, it's a chance to promote understanding, not just sort of within the Indigenous community, but hopefully between Indigenous and non-Indigenous people in Australia. I think in Australia we're still yet to kind of have that moment of truth-telling and acceptance of the best and worst parts of Australian history, and I think Reconciliation Week aims to be maybe just a forum to explore some of those ideas, hopefully in a way that isn't sort of heated, but is a kind of space where people can come together and learn more and understand more about why and how Australia came to be how it is in 2020. Yeah, I think that's an ongoing process. I think it'll take time, but I think it's a great mechanism for those sorts of conversations to happen.